Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. He's got Watkins on the out route. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Wilson. And Blunt has it. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
To throw again is Wilson. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Wilson. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll find Fournette again here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Black. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping it for the sack. The 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Flush to his right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Breaking into quick with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Black. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 2nd down, it's Black.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the backup Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Broughton being chased out left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw on third down, Broughton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson.
will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again. Broughton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
From the gun on third down, Broughton. He's got White here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Meadows. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Broughton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens ready to take over.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Meadows.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows, he juked him.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 3rd down. Broughton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Carter, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Smith now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. Smith throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. To throw is Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Smith on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Smith. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Meadows. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Meadows. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, Meadows.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White.
Taken down at the 30. 2nd down at 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to White.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
From the gun on 3rd down, Broughton. And that will be incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And the Ravens taking the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now Smith. He's got a man complete. It's Clay.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in the background.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. 3rd and 2, Smith. And that is incomplete. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Smith. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James Robinson, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
On 3rd down, Broughton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st down, it's Smith. He sets to fire deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Smith. And he comes back with one complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, Broughton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Meadows. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Broughton steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. To throw on 3rd down, Broughton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing is Smith. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 3rd and 2. Broughton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Smith now to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
taken down at his own 7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Broughton.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
The first down pass. Complete to number 87. A gain of 5 brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Broughton completes it to Blunt. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.